Hello everybody, hope everything's well, and as always, let's jump right into this. Now, this is one of the first videos, okay, and then I'm going to make another video talking about politics, and I'm going to be done with it altogether, because I don't really like to talk about it, alright? This is going to be a relatively short video, just getting into some stuff about our world and politicians and religious leaders, stuff like that. Like I said, it's going to be real short. I'm not going to get into in-depth into it. I will be giving sources, though, so you can do your own research and everything, of course. Alright, so let's begin. Now, this is a quote by Woodrow Wilson. He was a president of ours in 1919. Alright, now let's see what he had to say. I am a most unhappy man. I have unwittingly ruined my country. A great industrial nation is now controlled by its system of credit. We are no longer a government by free opinion, no longer a government by conviction and the vote of the majority, but a government by the opinion and duress of a small group of dominant men. All right? Now, as you can see, what he was saying is correct. All right, now this is George Bush, Putin, and I believe this guy right here was the leader of China, and probably still is. I'm not sure. But as you can see, they're in some type of ceremonial robes, okay? And when you get a close-up here, the logo seems to be some sort of, butterfly and a diamond. Okay, now if anybody knows about the butterfly, and when they show that in rap videos or movies or anything like that, or it's on like somebody's like album cover or movie cover, that's symbolizing MK Ultra or mind control. Okay. Whoops, let's go back here. Now, the Dalai Lama was on the CIA's payroll from the late 50s until 1974, reportedly receiving $180,000 a year. Now, why would a religious leader need to be getting that money from the CIA? Okay. Now, we know that the CIA was ran by George Bush Sr. at one point. Okay? It's all interconnected, people. Don't think that all these world leaders don't know each other and they're not going into these secret rooms and talking about how they can control the masses. And their plan is a lot more sinister than that. It's about keeping gods asleep. All right? But look at this. This is the sign of the master of the second veil. All right? Now, you're going to see a lot of people doing this, celebrities and politicians and world leaders doing this. All right. Jung Young, we've been hearing a lot about him on the news lately. He's about to nuke the U.S. I think he said one part he said Massachusetts, and he also said Las Vegas. I might not be completely right on that, but I know for people who've been watching the news have heard of this. Now, as you can see, he's doing the secret symbol as well. All right. Now, these some prestigious leaders in the past. All right. I don't know of these two right here, which would be Frederick von Holdy and Frederick Nietzsche. I probably didn't say that last name right, but you can see the one next to Karl Marx on the right, all right? And the one on the left is George Washington, which you guys already know of him. Yes, he was a Freemason, okay? Then you got Braun von Nick, okay? Joseph Stalin, and Napoleon, all right? And most of you know who these people are. And for those who grew up in the past, you probably know who all these people are. Okay, but as you can see, they're all part of the same agenda. Okay, now this is Prince Harry. All right, and next one is Trump's wife. I don't remember her name, but you can see he's also doing the hand of the second veil. Paul Ryan, who's the House of Representatives, also doing the hand of the second veil. And last but not least, people from your military branch participating in Hiram Abiff. I believe this is the initiation process you have to do to become a Freemason. So as you can see, this guy's wearing some sort of toga. There's an Asian guy back there because they consider themselves Caucasian, which I will be talking about in a different video. All right. Now, the Society of Jesus, all right, or the Jesuit order. Now, for those of you who done your homework and all that, you probably already know about these people. But for those of you who don't know, I'm going to play this small clip, all right, and this guy is going to explain to you what they are. It's a very small clip, like 30 seconds, okay? You're just going to listen to what he says, and I'm going to put this link in the description, like everything I'm showing here, so you can, again, do your own research, because it gets a lot more in depth. And if I were to talk about it in this video, we would be sitting here for an hour or two, and that's how long this video is. So I said, you might as well just watch it on your own and stuff like that. Okay? And you'll definitely, and I know for a fact you guys will see something that I didn't. You know what I'm saying? Or you might see something in your own life that watching this, you'll be like, dag, yo, it all makes sense now. I just want to say one more thing about why there's 2 billion Christians. This is it right here. The Society of Jesus. Do you understand what I'm saying? These people are, most of the people I showed you in those pictures have some sort of Jewish lineage. You know, right? And it was actually Spanish Jews who made the Jesuit order, which I'll talk about, which I'll also talk about in a different video. Okay? So that's why there's 2 billion Christians. There are different types of Christianity, but there's no peace. All right? Because they're running the show. In Christianity, we already know that they took in books out of the Bible, which I've talked about in previous videos. All right? So, and the fact that you can get the Bible from basically anywhere, all right, if it was just an ancient text and it has been retranslated, reinterpreted, and all that, and so forth. Okay? So I don't really have to get too much into that. All right? If you guys want to know more about that, go to my other video, Etymology for the Bible. All right? Without further ado, let's play this right here.
In fact, acceptance to disinterest. These very reactions reveal appalling ignorance of the true nature of the Jesuit order. Widely regarded as a benevolent missionary order, known for its educational institutions, the Jesuit order, as the Society of Jesus is commonly known, has long played an incredibly influential, albeit secretive, role in the destinies of nations, organizations, and individuals.
Boom! Okay? Okay, sorry. I didn't mean to say boom, but you see, they played an intricate part in the destiny of nations, world leaders, because, again, they come there on occult purposes, okay? And for those of you who don't know what the occult means, again, go to my video, Black People Abandon Religion, all right? Because black people really do need to abandon religion, all right? You really need to. And start going back to magic. But I'm getting off topic here, okay? Now, here's Freemasons Revealed. It's gonna just tell you that that there's about 5 million Freemasons around the world, and there's a Freemason lodge basically in every state. All right, so let's play this real quick so you guys just get a general idea.
Masons have risen to positions of tremendous wealth, fame, and authority around the world.
I know some of these faces you guys are recognizing, especially if you grew up in the 70s or 60s or anything.
Is this coincidence, or part of a conspiracy that stretches from our time back to myth and legend, to kings and crusaders, bloodthirsty pirates, and hidden treasure, and perhaps to the great monument makers of ancient Egypt and the search for the Holy Grail? But the mysteries of the Masonic Brotherhood touch our own age as well. In fact, we travel the secret pathways of Masonic signs and symbols every day without even knowing it. The fabric of Freemasonry is deeply woven into our history, our daily lives, and, it is said, some of our most horrifying crimes. Every one of our major cities contains a monument to Masonic secrecy. Ornate temples closed to outsiders and open to suspicion. Fantastic structures funded and furnished by members' dues and donations. This is Great Queen Street in London, perhaps the most elaborate of all Masonic halls. But there are rivals for the crown. New York City, Philadelphia, Washington, D.C., American headquarters of the branch of Masonry that calls itself the Scottish Rite. Within this haunting temple sits a mysterious marble throne, engraved with just 2 words: Know thyself. Midnight, on what could be the main street in your town. We are within the walls of the temple to witness the climax of a strange...
Okay, I guess they didn't say it. But, as you can see, like I said, it's probably said in the beginning, I probably skipped it, but it really doesn't matter. You guys can go back, watch this whole thing, alright? They give you a general idea of what they do and how they are, and why things the way they are, and why are things the way they are now. Okay? Plain and simple. It has nothing to do with, oh, this group doesn't like this group, and no, all groups are controlled by a small group of people. Okay? Period. There is no, like I was gonna say, there is no China, there is no Russia, there is no Japan, there's none of that. Those are just banners for the people so they can feel good about their country. Oh, my team, my team. You understand what I'm saying? That's what that's for. You think they give a damn about that? You understand what I'm saying? We're talking about a people, all right, who funded both sides of a war for the last 200 years, which this video even gets into, which I'm going to put in the description. There's so much stuff in here. This guy gets more into depth about all of this secret order stuff that's going behind the scenes, okay? He gives you names, times, dates, all that. Like I said, I wanted to make this a short video, okay, because there's already a lot of people who've done this and who already got the information out. I'm just showing you just a tad little bit to get you started for those who don't know about it, okay? Let me just play this small part for you, okay?
The Rothschilds decided to defeat Napoleon's army, not through military conquest, but by financial dominance. Napoleon needed so much money to finance his war that he agreed to sell all French territory in America through the Louisiana Purchase of 1804. Nathan Rothschild in England took Prince William's money transferred to Amschel Rothschild in Germany and used it to fund British forces. Jacob Rothschild in France was one of several banks helping to fund Napoleon's army. This means that the Rothschilds were busy funding both sides of the War of 1812. The modern financial system, started by the Rothschilds, has been funding both sides of every major war for 200 years.
All right. So if they've been doing that, let's be real now. If they've been doing that for the last 200 years, what can we say is real for the last 200 years? Okay? We're talking about our world not even being what we think it is. Everything, the way it is now, has been orchestrated to be that way. Now, this is the last part of this video. I just wanted to show you all the Freemason lodges around the world. Okay, now I'm going to scroll down here slowly. I'm not going to read all of them, obviously, but the first one here, as you can see, Africa. That's right. All right, now look at all these Freemason lodges. Okay, look at the years and dates they were formed. Okay, I'm going to put this link in the description, of course, so you guys can, again, do your own research. Okay, you got Asia. Look at all these Freemason lodges in Asia. Look at that. Look at that. Australia, Oceania. Okay, got Europe. All right. So it's real easy. Now these orders might have secret wars amongst themselves. All right. But if someone outside the order is trying to create something or do something, they will come together and shut that down. All right. But they are having a secret war right now. All right. Which I'll talk about in a different video. All right. But thank you for listening, and peace and balance to the ancient ones.